Um, I'm really, really lucky to have this job. I get to manage the Salt City Market. And the Salt City Market really is about the small food businesses that are, for the most part, startups that have started inside this market. We are always looking for new talent in our community. These are all our neighbors that have had dreams and like I said, talent and drive. And we're about helping folks like that get something cool started. Just show off our sort of hidden gems of the city, our hidden culinary gems. The way that we did so initially for the market, when we were first looking for our initial vendors, was really through a process that started with something called Start It. Start It is a 12-week class, once a week, 12 weeks. We do it in the spring and we do it in the fall. We allow 20 people into the class, and it is really about learning the ropes of the restaurant business and about business. Ideally, people will come out of that class with a basic business plan so they can get their food concept off the ground, connect with some of our friends over in some local lending institutions, some local banks, so they can get the necessary funding to get started. And really what I like to look at it as is to have a 360, to really know every aspect of this business, to take away some of the surprises. I think a lot of people that I've worked with, really talented people, don't know what is involved in opening up a restaurant, a catering business, a food truck. We like to take some of those surprises away. What we find out is that a lot of ambitious people tend to run into things. That's cool. I appreciate that. I respect that ambition. We try to take some of the surprises away because people find out the hard way when they're not following the rules or they don't know how to get their story out, the story of their food out, how to attract the consumer. They don't know all this. So we try to take away some of those mysteries, those surprises in this class.
What are some things people should know in advance to taking this class?
So the things to know in terms of what you want to know before taking this class is that you really do need a devoted class to learn before you get into the business. It's easier to find these things out before you're operating a shop. Once you're operating a restaurant, you simply don't have time, especially in those first few critical months, to be learning all this. Learn this ahead of time. So there are there's so much beyond just cooking great food. And that's wonderful. People can cook great food and like to share their culture and their story. That's all wonderful. There's so much more to it. And we'd like people to find that out before they get into it. So we want to introduce people to the different types of professionals that you're going to deal with. Everybody you can imagine in opening up a restaurant, from architects to designers to health department officials to the tax department. Tax department's an important one. We'd like to walk you through that rather than you find out when you're 2 years in arrears on payments, right? There is just so much complexity to this business. It's very doable, but it's best done by learning before you're opening shop.